Auntie Vi Goes Missing. During the week between Christmas and New Year, Auntie Vi awoke feeling glad. Retrieving her pen and pad, started to write the bucket list she wanted real bad. "I want to live the dream," she mumbled, and then she scribbled away. And not wanting her family interfering, secreted the list well away. Bug was on his way to spend this holiday, an activity trip she had planned. It had been 4 months since they last saw each other. She thought that this trip would be grand. Then, as she was musing, a vehicle pulled up, and a bodyguard driver appeared, dressed all in black, looking quite menacing. To Bug's car door he swiftly then veered. Bug then alighted, collected his luggage, and waved his driver au revoir, then raced to Auntie Vi's door as fast as he could as his driver drove off in the car. "Hi, Auntie Vi, I've missed you so much," he exclaimed as he walked through the door. "It feels like forever that we've been apart. Since you left, it's just been one long bore. It's so hot over there, I get sand in my hair. Over here, a cold Christmas is fine." "I've missed you too, Bug," Auntie Vi fired back. "We will have a wonderful time. A few things I've planned, although nothing too grand, but a full Christmas dinner tonight. Then tomorrow we'll start to enjoy our break, with a surprise adventure, all right." Aunt Vi and Bug started their adventure soon, her cell phone deliberately shut off. This action alone caused her family to panic, as contact with them was now lost. Auntie Vi and Bug were sailing under the radar, leaving Vi's family in a spin. They tried and tried to contact Vi by phone. Visiting her house, they couldn't get in. Having checked her gardens and asked all her neighbours, they questioned the shopkeepers too. They searched the hedgerows in case she had fallen. Each hour that passed, their fears grew. They roamed local streets and were shouting her name. As the days passed, they became forlorn. As they were about to inform the police, a neighbour told them where they'd gone. Aunt Vi had been planning for her great escape, that with Bug she could now exploit. Her family, though loving, did not understand. Sprouts and games put her nose out of joint. Having heard of the website Visit Fling Fish, she found Francis McFrugal Fishery online. In the gallery, the photos she found were astounding. She knew her and Bug would find this caper just fine. Online for her and Bug, she had booked a break, a perfect place where they could both learn new skills. A trip on the rail track to get there they'd take, instead of road journeys up and down hills. From their train station to Weeberley train station, the carriages with passengers were all packed. Then Auntie Vi choked on a brittle nut bar. Coughing and choking and spluttering, she hacked. Auntie Vi said, as she coughed and spluttered, "Sorry I woke you up," then cried, "Oh no, I've just made you knock your cup of tea over, cough." "You've just soaked that lady's leg," Bug now said real low. "Quick, grab a tissue," Bug said without chuckling. "Now you've started her baby crying too." And for the 10 minutes the baby was crying, poor Auntie Vi was coughing and spluttering anew. "Ah!" Auntie screeched. "I think we've missed our stop." Her arms were flapping, her legs then gave way. The train splits at this point twixt Collie and Edie, and "we're on the wrong end," was all she could say. "Yikes! Ooh, I never!" And as Vi was panting, the ticket inspector's leg she then grabbed on. Panicked, the ticket inspector fell over, whilst reaching for the emergency cord. Calling for calm after grazing his knee, the inspector gulped in some air. It took several minutes for him to recover. From his red face, his bulging eyes did stare. He finally gasped and let everyone know, "They're on the correct end of the train." In silence, except Auntie Vi, sucking a cough sweet. The dailies, their glares did refrain. At 1 p.m. on a clear sunny day, Bug and Vi both alighted the train. The sound of the bagpipes now swirled in the air, as passengers treated them with disdain. They both yawned and stretched as they took in the sights, and the sounds both excited them so. With all their luggage they got in a taxi. Excitement now started to grow. A mere 45-minute drive to Loch Weeble, where Bug Frugal's fishery was next to the dock. Bug said, "I can't wait to get to the fishery." Auntie Vi said, "I hope I don't fall in the loch." Their first impressions of Francis McFrugal: he looked just to be as tall as he's wide, wearing his kilt with a large fluffy sporran to greet his visitors. This was implied. After their first meeting with this huge Scotsman, his mode of dress would be his fishing gear. His upbringing made him careful with money, the semi-retired ex-banker manager made clear. The poons in his pocket, or pounds as we call them, saved with great care so that bargains he'd find. He was so wily at getting the best deal, and the fishery was one of this kind. The first time you met him, some thought he was grumpy, but if you looked in his eyes you would know, a twinkle that told you that he was fun-loving, a person for whom a great friendship could grow. Introducing himself as a fisherman's friend, his successful trout fishery was his pride. Little did he expect his patience to be tested, until Auntie Vi came. Now it would be tried.